As we all know, India is moving towards digitalization. Buying and selling of goods online was never preferred so much before. E-commerce operators are the players who are giving exposure to multiple small sellers a national and global platform to sell their products. So in this module, we will understand what is e-commerce, what are the e-commerce operator types, and what are the compliance needs to be done by the e-commerce operators. Let us begin with understanding the term e-commerce operator. E-commerce operator means any person who owns, operates, or manages digital or electronic facility or platform for electronic commerce. Classic examples of electronic operators in today's world are Amazon, Snapdeal, Paytm, Flipkart, or ShopClues. As we discussed in the registration module, let us now reiterate the fact that e-commerce operators are the people who are required to compulsorily obtain registration under the GST Act. This means that the threshold limit of rupees 20 lakh or 10 lakh for special category states is not applicable to the e-commerce operators. Now let us understand e-commerce operators in more detail. E-commerce operators can be broadly divided into two categories. The first one are the operators who operate through online platforms wherein the buying and selling takes place through this platform. However, the suppliers are actually the small suppliers across the nation. Classic examples are operators like Amazon or Flipkart. Another category is the operators who operate through their own website. In this case, the buying and selling happens through its own website of the products of the person who has its website. For example, Dell India. Now let us understand the features of each of these categories. Operators operating through e-platform. In this model, the supplier, the actual supplier, and not the e-platform is a taxable person who is liable to GST on sale of goods or services. The supplier is obliged to register without the threshold. The e-commerce operator platform, on the other hand, is required to collect the TCS, that is tax collected at source, on the sale proceeds collected on behalf of suppliers, and they have to deposit the same to the government. E-commerce platform, however, will have to pay GST on the charges of platform and any other charges. Let us now understand the website model. In this case, the supplier himself is a taxable person who is liable to GST on sale of goods done through its own website. Supplier is required to obtain registration if his turnover exceeds threshold. In case of operation through its own website, he is not required to collect TCS, that is tax collected at source, unlike the e-commerce operators who are running their own platform. With this, we end our module on tax collected at source. In the next module, we will discuss about the invoicing rules under GST.